Greetings. Today we're going to focus on the golden beginnings, the systematic completion of a school improvement plan at William C. Golden Middle School. This will be done through a series of community initiatives, some parent engagement, along with duplicating success, tweaking it a little bit so that it works for the students that we serve and the demographic of the community that we also serve. My name is Mikkel Trigg. I currently study at St. Thomas University as a candidate for a master's degree in education. My current course is the Communication and Educational Leadership under the instruction of Dr. Dylan M. Williams. So I want you to reflect on your time in K through 12. Who was your favorite teacher? Why might they have been your favorite teacher in comparison to your least favorite teacher? And why did your least favorite teacher not receive, the clout, really? Why did they not receive the raving reviews via this reflection? So this point here is to get you to thinking about ability versus attitude, okay? With us serving as educators, very lucrative industry, our goal is to keep the care and proper character of educators, just because it's getting harder and harder to have a whole team full of educators that actually care. Okay, roll out of bed, super educated, ready to create content for the students to learn, but most importantly, conscious of the fact that your students need you to be more than you are. Okay, so these teachers, your least favorite, 9 times out of 10, it's not because they couldn't teach. They probably were actually really impeccable. It's the culture of the classroom that made you uncomfortable. It's the way they instruct or the way they answer questions. Maybe they didn't answer questions. Maybe there was no remediation. Maybe it was just a class, you don't like math, so you don't like the math teacher. But 9 times out of 10, the favorite teacher wins that award because of the rapport they have with the students. Let's tap into some non-academic ways to engage and improve this school. Welcome, okay? As a new administrator of Smith Middle School, the goal is to literally tap into every resource we have to ensure that we are systematic, which is saving ourselves time, energy, and money this academic year. The former administration prior to myself, we have a very open communication to where they are able to drop gems. And even though I have elevated to another school, they're still open to connecting with me and sharing different things versus having an APA that their job is the behavioral, the buses, the day-to-day of the student transportation. And then to the right, having an assistant principal of curriculum that is data-driven. That is how I'm able to be as successful as I plan to be. So the demographic of Golden is very similar to that of the school I previously left, Griffin, as you've seen the administrators in the previous slide, where you have majority African-American, majority minority, and as a whole, the school is still under free and reduced lunch at a 90% rate. Title I is a classification that's designated to urban schools to ensure that they have the resources and networks needed in order to succeed. Okay, so the neighborhood is composed of blue collar workers and workers that may have the unconventional jobs to where the students aren't living abundantly in the household, but they are still in the household and thriving. That's a very key point to say with the whole lower to lower middle SES. That analysis is very important because these kids are not poverty level, which means you go in with about 1% of available needs every day. That is not the case. All right. So we're dealing with the demographic that is traditionally or majorly minority with this fiscal bracket of about 90% of students classifying for that free and reduced lunch incentive. Parental involvement, if you have one parent, you can have 100 parents. If you have one advocate, you can have multiple advocates. The parents are very big at celebrating their children's milestones. So what is our goal? Our goal is to create more milestones so that the parents can celebrate more things. We can see the parents more to, hey, let's have a sandwich approach. The great things are this, these are some things we need to work on, and everything else is going great. Have a great day. We need the parent involvement. How? Through the parent-teacher student association. That is a network, a bridge between not only the parents, but the students as well. All right. So we're going to provide that nurturing and that direct institutional education. Clicking on the link, you will see the full data entry of how we're going to engage. The young scholars need to have opportunities to develop real life. There's a saying that my students use by Future all the time. He's like, dress it up and make it real. I always try to relate to them when it comes to dressing things up. And this game plan is designed to make sure that they have more than just the requirements to be in high school. You don't want to just live, or you don't want to just be alive. You want to live. You don't want to just live every day to pay bills. You want to be able to enjoy the fruit of your labor. This game plan is allowing the students early on to access real life skills through welding, through auto body and collision, through diesel technology. There are so many different options, data entry certifications. There are so many options available for these students to be impacted as early as 6th grade. A morning show was also something that was suggested in order to make sure that the school is aware of the initiatives and goals, as well as making sure that they're submitting ideas for how to have their own. This is the hyperlink to the Griffin Middle School morning show. And this is the ingredient to this is the hyperlink to the teachers wishing the students holiday wishes. Something as simple as you get on camera, hey, Griffin, my goal is to just make sure that you get back here safe. Please, please, please get some rest. That would have been sufficient. That would have been sufficient. However, the fact of the matter is the morning show is designed to be that first impact of communication. If you know how to be like, you heard it here first, this news is breaking. This is where we serve the news that no one knows, because we have to make this setting very important. This aspect of your presentation is the most important, because you have to have buy-in in order to hop on the radio or host your own radio show. School-wide, all right? We're going to highlight the shareholders. We're going to highlight any initiatives you guys have as businessmen that's going to benefit the community. We're open to hearing about it. School climate, school climate, school climate. That's what I'm hearing the most. The culture of the classroom, the culture of how you instruct. School climate can mean a lot of different things, okay? Weather is immediately it's raining. Climate is, oh gosh, it's been raining for about 4 years. That's the difference, okay? A long-term approach via objectives of how to engage schools. Gifts for Griffin. Gifts for Griffin is a holiday initiative to ensure every student has a holiday gift. I tap into my extensive network of donors. I tap into friends and family, and I say, hey, each student has an item under 20. Can you afford to donate? Can you spare a little money to help us donate directly to our dance uniforms? Closed mouths don't get fed. I've learned to sell ice to an Eskimo if needed. We have to be proactive about these things. First time anything was done like that at GMS, and it was a huge success. It created the momentum that I needed to feed off of in order to properly instruct. It did. It created an edge. It showed that, hey, I'm here 1 year, I can handle my business, and I can be gone the next. That's what this demonstrates. The A-list. The A-list is for all students who received an A as their final grade in my class. The A-list serves to tap into the 3 things that students, scholars, adolescents, even adults thrive on for. That's your competition, your recognition, your elevation. They want to know that they are in competition with the next person, or they're going neck and neck with the next person. All right. Realizing that, hey, elevation is needed. I can't backtrack from my A-list. Who wants to get clipped off of the VIP board? That's crazy. Happy kids, happy teacher, even happier, great book. The kids were genuinely happy to have something distinctively showing that they'd worked hard enough to obtain gear for school. Y'all real for that. Lastly, the parent-teacher conference after dark. The goal is to engage the parents, not inconvenience them, okay? Parents try the best they can no matter what, no matter how it looks, okay? So the parent-teacher conference will be focusing on the good at the school. Let's redirect the narrative. Let's focus on the good things. Let's get our dancers out. Let's get these cheerleaders with their cadences. Let's get some spoken word with voices. Let's get some school chorus, some visual arts around the lunchroom. Very important that we have parent-teacher conference after dark. A lot of people's parents work a standard business day. It's nothing for us to say, hey, the general consensus of parent scheduling is 6. Let's run our pep rally from 6:30 until 10.